Hello! Hello, ball bags! I'm not playing that very well. I might start. I'm going to try another one. All right, I'll do this one. I don't know if I've done this one before. See if you can guess this one. That was Grandstand, the first one. But it didn't really sound like it. Okay, I hope you can hear me. This is it. No, it's not. Just can't get enough. It's so obvious. No, not Match of the Day, not Wizard of Odds. Not Ski Sunday. Not Beethoven's Fifth. Not Big Break. You're miles off. I'll do the chorus. Don't think you're going to get it. It was The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. George Benson also did a version of it. Not sure who was first. Welcome to frame 182. I've written 181 there, but it's 182. Me1 versus Me2 Snooker. A continuing match to find out who is the best at snooker, Me1 or Me2. Could be either of them. At the moment, it's Me1 who's winning 86-85, but anything could happen today. Could be a win for Me1, could be a win for Me2, could be a draw. Anything could happen. Could be match abandoned. Lots to get through today. I want to get straight on to, I know we had to curtail the countdown because I knew you would want to have the 8:02 football scores. We can still get in there for most of it. It's going to be 8:02 to about 8:10, I think. There's a lot of them. Premier League, Ipswich Town, 0. Crystal Palace, 0. Leicester City, 20. West Ham United, 15. I won't do all the voices. I'll do some of them. Women's UEFA Championship qualifiers. Some of these are results, so I won't do those. It's a result. Belgium 0, Ukraine 0. Aggregate 2-0 to Belgium. Republic of Ireland 0. Oh, I could do this one. Republic of Ireland 0. Wales 0. 1-1 on aggregate. International men friendlies. Malta 13, Hungary 0. Full time. England 1, Switzerland 0. That's a good one on England. Netherlands 1. Hey, I'm from the United States of America, but I got 0. France 0. Spain 0. Chile 21. Uruguay 0. Friendlies 2. Uzbekistan 10. Belarus 0. North Macedonia 11. Montenegro 0. Amazing scores here. Romania 16. Albania 0. So soon in the match, Saudi Arabia 16, Palestine 0, Morocco 17, Mali 0. League One now, Bolton Wanderers 0, Mansfield Town 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Crawley Town 0, Exeter City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. Wycombe Wanderers are a good team, they beat York, one of the rare people to beat York this season. Top of the league, so Exeter coming there. I think Exeter quite low down in that division. Leyton Orient 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Rotherham 19, Lincoln 45, that's amazing. Stevenage 0, Northampton Town, I could have gone to see that tonight. Wrexham 0, Barnsley 0, Huddersfield 0, Wigan 0, Reading 0, I'm from Cambridge 0. It's a lot to go. I'm not going to mess around too much. League 2, Wimbledon 1, Newport County 0, Bradford City 0, Barrow 0, Cheltenham 0, Port Vale 0, Colchester 2, Swindon 0, Grimsby 3, Accrington Stanley. That's how they say it on the advert. 0. Milton Keynes Dons 1, Chesterfield 0, Salford City 1, Harrogate Town 0, Tranmere 0, Morecambe 1, Walsall 0, Notts County 0. A lot of goals have gone in. National League Cup. There's so many games. Group A, Aldershot 1, Southampton under 21 1, Wealdstone 2, Derby County under 21 0. Wealdstone is shit. Woking 1, Fulham under 21 1. Group B, Rochdale 0, Manchester United under 21 0, Altrincham 0, Stoke City 1, under 21 1, Halifax Town 0, Leeds United under 21 1 1, Boston United 1, Newcastle United under 21 1-1. Braintree Tram 1, West Bromwich Albion under 21 1-1. Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Nottingham and Forest 0. And that's the under 21s. Sutton United 1, Tottenham Hotspur under 21 0. Why are these teams playing such young players? It seems a bit perverse. Scottish League 1, Alloa Athletic 1, Dumbarton 1, Cove Rangers 0, Stenhousemuir 0. Scottish League 2, Bonnyrigg 0, Stirling Albion 0. National League North-South, this is South. Chesham United, Alex Horn's team 0, Hornchurch 1, Salisbury 0, Worthing 0. Scottish Challenge Cup, Queen's Park 0, Rangers 2-0. Welsh Premier League are back. Britain Ferry 0, Newton 0, Connaskey 0, Carnarvon Town 0, Bennybont 0, Haverfordwest County 0. That's a result. That's Spanish Copa del Rey. Real Avila 2, Real Valladolid 2. How long is this going to go on for? I'm not going to do the foreign leagues. That's just nuts. I don't care if you're going to complain. Look, it's 20:07. Took 5 minutes to get that far. Welcome to the show. This is, I have to say that Reddy Satyanaranya's family got in touch to say that they didn't want the arena named after them. So sadly, I have to tell you the very sad news. I would have chosen, sadly, Terry Griffiths passed away 3 days ago. He could have just held on a couple of days. It would have been the perfect. I would love to have given it to Rennie Burkhalter, but that's a death announced on this day. They didn't die today. So I think we'll have to go for Mustafa Zari, the Moroccan actor. He was only 79 years young. You remember him in The Hyena's Son and Chroniques Blanches. Sadly, he passed away from prostate cancer. It's a nasty one, that. Of course, I survived cancer. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm better than Mustafa Zari. It was a different cancer. He's an older man. But here I am, and he's not. But anyway, I'm not going to do a Mustafa joke. I'm not a racist. Anyway, it's named after him in his honour, and I'm sure it always will be. Look, before we crack on, I will say, look, there's exciting news for snooker fans. See behind me this brand new board that's very flat, very difficult to pot in. Slightly bigger balls, slightly smaller pockets, I would say. In fact, I tried to use the triangle from the previous board, and it did not work with these balls. They're too big. So we are selling, we've cut up and are selling on eBay parts of the original board. It's like you can own a piece of the Wembley turf, but better than that, because there's less of this, and it's a much better sport. Chris Evans hopefully will put up a, there it is, I think it's in the thing, eBay. You can go to this eBay, he's called Big Mr. Chris on eBay. He is not big in any of his dimensions. He's a tiny man with a withered, grey, seaweed tasting penis. And I know from experience, how do you think I got this job? We've got a half D section. Currently, look, we spent, honestly, a lot of money cutting this board up and making it into beautiful works of art for you. At the moment, we're going to lose some money. We're hoping to raise some money to pay for a new computer or to mend the computer we're broken, because we're on the crappy old computer again now. So if you want, there'll be more chances to own these pieces. I'm not telling you how many pieces they're going to be, but look, only 2 pockets are up for sale. Ridiculously, the corner pocket and the centre pocket are on the same £31, which is pretty decent. But we need a bit more for those, because the other ones are a lot lower. So it'd be lovely to see those popping up during the frame, see those get higher and higher. At the moment, staying pretty steady. Also, if you want to go to Herring 1967, you've got a chance to bid for an upside-down RHLSTP guest mug and the Taskmaster Champion notebook I used in most of the 2024 shows. So, and all the profits from all of this stuff, the profits from the notebook will probably go to pay for the money we've lost on the snooker board, and any profits will go to make more podcasts or help us make podcasts, or even maybe, I've got an idea for a film next year. I'd want to start raising some money for that. So we'll see how that goes. Become a monthly badge as well, if you like. And there are some. I don't know what the Me17 queue is, but there are some queues, and there's triangles and stuff. And also, we are going to put the old balls up for sale as well. They've all been signed from Me1 to I don't think Me10 signed. I think I gave Me11 the signing of the red balls, 10 red balls, and then various ones signed the others. So those will be worth having, and then we'll get a nice little display case for those as well. The chalk won't stick on the end of this cube. The greatest love of all is happening to me. What was that? Anyway, lovely to see you all. Sorry we haven't been here too often. I haven't done a Twitch of Fun yet. I might have to do it in an afternoon sometime, so you slackers who don't work can watch that. Because it's a little bit difficult to do the evenings now because I'm in a different building to my house. And if unless Katie's there, I can't do it. And if Katie is there, then, we want to make love with each other all night long, baby. With my non-withered, massive, non-seaweed tasting penis. Yeah, it only tastes like seaweed when I want it to taste like seaweed. Let's see how those bids are going. I'm sure people have been at their computers bidding. No, all exactly the same. Come on, you bunch. There's 71 people here. I'm not going to play snooker until they're up to at least £100 each. That is my ultimatum to you. That's a lie. Sometimes I used to get puppets to predict what the score was going to be. That was a fun diversion. But for now, let's go over to Me1 versus Me2. Me1 comfortably won the last frame in the end. He's sitting down next to me now. Let's talk to him, see how he's doing. Hello, Richard. Lovely to be back. Good to be on a winning streak. A winning streak, I think, of one frame. It's still a winning streak, Richard, and I've won 100% of the frames here in the Mustafa Zari arena. And... very much looking forward to winning this next one as well. Have you found playing with the impediment of walls all around the board? That has been difficult, Richard. That's been a new thing, new challenge for me to deal with. Also, the fact that you can't really just whack the balls. You have to hit them with some subtlety. That has proven difficult for me. But I'm still confident that I'm better than Me2, who's a wanker. Wow, tough words there from Me1. Well, that guy who's just been called a wanker is sitting down right now to talk to me. Here he is. Yeah, well, that was a bit much. How do you feel about being called a wanker? I mean, theoretically, it's correct. I'm an unmarried man. I'm in my 50s. I thought, the heyday of when I was snooker champ back in my 30s, could sleep with a different woman or man every night. It was woman though. I thought that would continue forever, Rich, but then I got old, I got ugly, I put on a jumper, and the rest is history. I do masturbate a lot, so I don't even take that as a... Can you still manage to masturbate? Yeah, no, I'm still... I mean, there's less volume. I can do it less often, and I suppose gives more time to practice the other kind of cue action. I mean, that would work if you'd said the cue action of playing snooker first, but I don't think you can say masturbation is a cue action. Well, if it would work one way, it works the other. That's the way I look at it, incorrectly. I should say I don't know if we made note of that, but the last frame we did predict the winner of the US election, so I hope you put a bet on. That was very good of us. Is there anything else we have to do? I can't, it feels like a long time since I've done this. I want to just get on with the frame, let the snooker do the talking. So let's head over to Commentator 1, Commentator 2. Hopefully we'll get to hear them this week in the Mustafa Zari arena. How are you doing, Commentator 1, Commentator? Well, thank you, Richard. Great to be here. Lovely introduction. Well done on getting most of the football scores out. You must be very pleased. This is the normal man against a very strong breeze. Thank you to Andy McH on the scoreboard. I have to move this chair out of the way. Me2 is going to break this time. He's wearing his trademark stripy black and white jumper. Might come a slight cropper against the wall. Yeah. It's an in-off to start the match. That is not what Me2 wanted. Is it, Commentator 2? Oh, you've noticed I'm here, thanks. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Commentator 2, as well. I should have said hello to you, but you could have just chipped in. Me1 has just selected the short cue. He's not going to make the same mistake as Me2. He can go... He's going for the ball at the top. He's hit that a bit straight. And I think it might be another long night on the old green board. Me2, there's a chair in his way. He's just hit them and hope for the best, but he can't even smack them very hard. Me1 definitely needs the short cue here. And just put too much on that. The referee moves away some bits of fluff. Me1, I think. Oh, tries to double it down the board and fails. And so far, nothing potted. Me2. I mean, he's not going to pot like that. Me1, can he do a plant? He can. He's off, and this could be a maximum break here. He's on for the maximum. Oh, he hit that black quite badly. Calculating 1. Me1, 1. Calculating. Me1, 5. Me2, 0. Me2. Well, that felt like a bit of a push, but he's got away with it. Me1. Oh, Me1 looks up here again. The chair's in the way this way. Oh, good try. This is going to be a long old game. Me2. Oh, he's potted one. He can't believe it. Literally cannot believe it. And he's actually going to need the long cue here to go for the brown. Could do with a bit of an extension, actually. And it's the first 2-ball break, possibly, of this era. Unfortunately, the brown's going to go right back in front of one of the potable reds. He might need to go back to the little cue. Where did that one end up? Oh, we literally just had it a second ago. There are 2. And I can't say, there it is. So Me2 on a break of 5. This is very exciting stuff. And yeah, he could get this. Oh, he's some way off, but he's back. He's back in the match. He needed 5 to get equal. He got 5. It's 5-all. Me1 must be quaking in his little boots now. In his Caligulas. That's right. That's what little boots means in Latin. Sorry, what Caligula means. Me2. No, I don't know what he's trying there. He's trying to pot some colours, I think, but he's failed. Me1. Did he hit the yellow first? There's no way of knowing. Me2. Me2, I think I sense a new sense of purpose in Me2. But it's not really working to anything. Me1. God. Remember the old days when it was good? Me2. Just quick, at least. No, that was bad. It's going to take a while for these players to get used to these cues. Me2. Can he do a long pot? Oh, he got a little deflection. That's all he needed. Me2. He can't get another 2-ball break, but he's in the lead. For the first time tonight, Me1 started confidently. Oh, missed entirely there, but got away with it. I think he's rattled. Me2. Oh, jingled and jangled on the corner there. Can't wait for this board to be cut up and chucked in a bin. Me1. Oh, misses a sitter. And that could prove costly. Me2. Oof. Oh, he's done another deflection. No, Me1. Another easy one for Me1. Can he get in? He can. He's in. He's in like Flynn. Can he get this black? No. Can he get the blue? Possibly. And he's messed it up. But he's equalised and he's left it safe. Well, have you ever seen anything as exciting as this commentator too? Touching ball. So Me2 can play away. Tries to get behind. That's a nice play. Me1. Oh, this is even the short cue. Yeah, that was a beautiful play, because even for the short cue, that was difficult. That's a foul. 6 points to Me2. He's doubled his score without even having to go to the old green board. Oh, nearly pots that. I don't think he was trying to do that. Me1. He's going to try the long cue. Can he get back into this? Oh, the board shuffles quite badly there. Hoping the legs are out properly. Oh shit, it's all right. I'm just knocking stuff over. Just checking the old green board's not going to collapse. Me2. No, he's sticking with the long cue. And this might be a more sensible option. Oh, jingled and jangled in the pockets. Me1, difficult shot because of the... But Me2. Oh, how did he miss that? What a cunt. Me1 is going to have to choose a short cue. This one hasn't got any chalk on it. Maybe that'll make it better. Just smashes it, and it doesn't work for Me1. Me2 is going to stick with a long cue. I think that might be sensible. No, I can't see him getting that red through the gap. Oh, what a pot from Me2. He's back. Oh, if he got that black, I think it would all have been over. Me2 calculating, Me1, 6. Me2, 13. Me1 needed a pot there rather than just a vague attempt at a shot. Me2, difficult bridge. Doesn't get it. Has he got a snooker? He bloody has. Me1 is in big trouble in Little China. Oh, what's he going to hit? He's hit the pink. And Me2 rushes into a lead now. Surely unassailable. I don't think he can get this red in unless he can double it. He's trying to double it. Trying to triple it. Doesn't work. Me1 comes to the board. He needs some magic now. And oh. Can he double? No, he can't. Me2, was he snookered? Maybe, but Me2 has a fairly easy way out the snooker. Does it? Oh, nearly gets it in. Is he going to get it in? Is he going to get the brown? He's got the brown in. Oh dear, Me2, what an error. So Me1 gets 4 points. Calculating. Me1, 10. Me2, calculating, 19. Me1, looking for the short cue. It really is just abysmal what these players have to put up with. He's going to go for the nearer ones, but it's a difficult shot. Ooh. Me2. I think he could use the long cue here, but he's gonna. Oh, he's got to dodge around a wall. That was hard. Me1. The problem is they can't really get down to look at the shots. Me2. Oh. There you go. Me2 has potted another red. Can he get this blue? Oh, I think he can. It's a second 2-ball break for Me2. Unprecedented in this arena. And he's going to try the long cue now. Thinks he can just get around this corner. Oh, it's difficult. He can't even quite reach the table to bridge. Yeah, that was too hard. But 6 points to Me2. Takes him to 25. He's flying. Can anyone beat this guy today? Me1's got the one with the best chance. Me1 misses. Me2. Oh, jingle jangle in the pocket like Greg Wallace jingling, jangling his penis in a sock. I think that was Me1, Me2. Me2 has stepped up to the table in any case and failed to pot. Me1. Oh, nothing's jingled and jangled in a pocket more than that did. And left in the pocket. And Me2 eats that kind of thing up for lunch and dinner and breakfast. Me2 has got to go for a short cue here. What can he try and pot? Can he get his old friend the brown in? Nice crisp hit for once, but only 1 point. But 1 point is enough. Me1. Me1 is just not finding his form here after a good start. Me2. Can he do a triple layoff here? No, he can't. Oh, he's potted something. What went in? Something that shouldn't have gone in, or was it something that should have gone in? Was it a red? Something went down. I can only see reds in the pocket. So Me2, I think that was. Have I got it right? Was that Me2? Was it a red? It was a red, says Andy McH. Was it Me2, Andy McH? It was Me2. So Me2's running away with this. Can he get a colour? Doesn't look likely. He's going to try for the yellow in the centre pocket. Oh my stars, why did I doubt him? What a superstar he's turned into today. That's a break of 3. He might have snookered himself. But I think worth it. Well, he's not snookered, but he can't quite pot this red. Or can he? Oh, nearly pots the green. 3 points. He's 20 points ahead. Me1 is in all kinds of trouble here. Why is this table? Oh, something else went down when I wasn't looking. It was the green. I think that was Me1 that time, right? That goes back on there. I think that was Me1. Andy McH calls it green. Was it Me1, Andy McH? Yeah, you don't know, do you? I'm going to call it for Me1. Yeah, Me1. So Me2 gets another 4 points. Me2 gets this easy red, which he fucks up like a wanker. Me2, Me1, can he needs this. My God, he's so shit. Me2, he's going to go for the safety of the nearby red. Oh, it wasn't safety at all. Me2 has got the measure of this tiny board. Oh, and there's a yellow right over the pocket. And Me2 eats it up for breakfast like it's chili con carne. I don't know why he's eating that for breakfast, but that's what he's eating it up like. And he's got another break of 3. Oh, no, not 4 though. Or has he? Or has he? No, he hasn't. Oh, it's so exciting when the balls start going in, isn't it? Me1. He's got to come off the cushion. He's missed altogether. Does he hit the pink again? No, he's missed the pink at least this time. He's not hit anything, but he's given 4 more points to Me2, who's just racing away with this. He's on 41, plays 10. Me2, surely the easiest shot of the match. He's done it. Got a bit of spin, come back. Is he going to get this blue? Of course he is. Can he? This is amazing. Can he get on? He's really got the measure of this small stick in the way that Me1 has failed to. That's a break of 6. Could easily be a break of 8. And it is. Could it be a break of 11? Gonna have to double it. Gonna have to triple it. It's a break of 8 for Me2. I think he may have done enough. He's 39 points ahead. 25 on the table. Me1, what's he gonna do? A bad shot. As usual, really bad if that goes around there. Yeah, Me2. You can see the glee on his face. If you look at his face, he has snookered himself quite badly. He thinks he can get out of it. I believe him. Oh no, he's hit the black. That's bad. So Me2 gets 3. Me1 gets 7. 17 plays 52. Me1. He doesn't want to pot this, of course, but he doesn't want to set up Me2, which he hasn't done really, but Me2 can do anything today. And he tries to pot it, he might as well. Me1 mustn't pot it. Slight shades of maybe touching the pink there. Me2. Has he doubled it? No. Maybe got a snooker. Me1. Nearly potted that. But he's got it up towards the snooker. It is a snooker. Amazing play from Me1. Me2 gets out of that pretty easily. Nearly pots it. Me1. Very much needs the short cue here. Oh, he's missed. He was just so worried about getting it in, I think. But he's just made his situation even worse. 4 more points. Calculating. Me1, 17. Me2, 56. I think this is what the puppets would have predicted. Me2 misses a sitter. Me1. I mean, it isn't difficult for him to miss. He's been doing it all night. But he needs to get a snooker. Me2. Just hope for an error. Me1. You get more bang for your buck. Me1 goes in off. It's just not his night. Me2 up to the score of 60, and most of this surely has to be foul strokes. Me2. He should just take his time here. There's a chance of finishing this off. The ends of these new cues come unscrewed pretty easily. Me1. Just not enough space, I think Me1 feels. He's used to working in a less cramped environment than this, but Me2 works in a cramped environment when he's masturbating. And that's, ooh, nearly goes in off. Me1. Oh, nearly misses it again, I think just in frustration. He knows he's lost this one. Can Me2 put him out of his misery? Oh, but Me2 pats the pink. Is this a chink of hope for Me1? There's 22 points on the table. He's now got over 20. He's got 23. He's a long way behind. Me1 again, just trying to miss. It's the correct tactics in this moment. It's a weird sport. Me2. Ah, that was it. That was it. And that's surely game, set, and match for the Twoster. Doesn't do too badly with that difficult brown. Gets 4 more points. Calculating. Me1, 23. Me2, 64. When I'm 64, what will happen? Well, Me1 will lose. That's what I think. Really, Me1 just hoping Me2... Oh, this is a difficult shot, though. Really hoping Me2 can just pop this. Oh, Me1's dropped the cue now. He can't even hold on to a cue. And he's potted it. Me1's potted the blue by mistake. Think he might just have to try and go for a top break here, and he can't even do that. Me2 just needs the pink to wrap this all up. It'll take about 15 minutes, but he'll do it. Me1 almost looks like he's just trying to pot there. Me2, beautifully done. And Me1 maybe just for the pride should have. Is this going to go in? Oh, Me2. It's over anyway. I think even Me1 could get that one. Me2 gets 6 points. I make it 70 plays 28. I think Andy McH does as well. It's an absolute whooping. It's an old-fashioned arse whooping that brings these teams, these two players, these two great rivals on the old green board. They are equal at 86 apiece. But they were anything but equal tonight. I think we can all agree on that. It was an absolute embarrassment from Me1. What do you think, Commentator 2? Oh, Commentator 2's not in the room anymore. Back to you, Richard, in the Mustafa Zari arena. I loved that one, the Couverts Blanc, one of my favourite films. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Pressed the wrong button. Thank you there to Commentator 1, Commentator 2 less so for their very hard work in that gruelling frame. It's gruelling for us all. It's difficult for us all. Before we crack on, let's see if those eBay items have leapt up in value. A lot of fans watching the show tonight, 75 fans watching live, many more at home. Not a single one has changed. What a load of pricks. Watch this. Just put a bid in, you probably won't even have to buy it. Some beautiful, if this was on QVC, some beautiful bits of board there. Flat bit, I mean, that is a lie in it. None of it was flat, but there's a bit that isn't anything. You can get half the D. That's 1462 at the moment. That's ridiculously cheap. You can get the edge, get a bit of the cushion. If you're a real fan, buy every single piece of this and then reassemble the board at home, and then it can live once again. But I know you won't do that. Anyway, let's, never mind. Let's crack on over to, let's just see if anyone's bid on the other lots. No, what a load of ungrateful pricks watch this programme. Hopefully the people watching on YouTube and listening on later will be more generous to the hard work I put in this. Have you not seen how much hard work goes into this? I used to be on the telly, wasn't it? 72 people. I threw the legs away actually, so you could have, but they weren't legs. They were a bit big. But I binned them. Someone would have. I mean, I think it's a good thing. I might have the little turny bit still. will you ship international? I think we will ship international. You have to pay more for international shipping unless Chris Evans has fucked up the listing. He might not. He did this listing, not me, so I don't know if you can do international. I don't know how we would explain what it was. I think we could safely say it was of no value, though, when we sent it to you. No one bids with 5 days to go, says Andy McH. Well, that's not my experience. 37 quid to the United States of America, apparently the postage is. Someone's going to sell their sperm in order to bid. Well, that's good. The thing about bidding now, Andy McH, is you won't have to buy the thing. You just move it up so the sucker who buys it at the end has to pay more. And then more money comes to me and I spend it all on luxury goods like this. Probably buy another pen. Anyway, look, let's talk to the players. Me2, he's just sat down. He's looking very happy with himself. How are you feeling, Me2? I'm very happy with myself, Richard. I thought when I started it wasn't going to be very good. And then I just got the measure of this board in a way that Me1 hasn't yet. Look, it's a different board. It's a different environment. Sure, we both learned to play on a board that was like the Mendip Hills. But now we're playing on the flat and fat plains of Norfolk. But the hills of the Mendips have closed in on us. And you can't really look down or hit end of the balls. It's a different skill. It's a skill that the so-called professional snooker players of the two-player circuit would never be able to cope with. I coped with it. I got a lot of two-ball breaks there. Very pleased with that. And the balls are lovely and shiny, aren't they? They're much, much nicer. Yeah, sorry, Andy McH reminded me, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but when we, sort of as a joke, but you know, I tried to raise £1 million to build a snooker arena on Kickstarter. You have to hit your target on Kickstarter or you don't get your money. So everyone felt pretty safe to bid, and it was £5,000 to have a snooker board delivered to your house and other stuff. And Andy McH paid £5,000 for that, thinking, you know, that money won't come out of my account because until it's approved, and I could always duck out at the last minute. But the credit card company did take the funds up against the potential payment, and his credit card got stopped. It was very funny. And you know the funniest thing about that joke, but it would have been a funnier joke if I'd made £1 million. Then I could have stopped. I reckon if someone would give me £1 million, I'll just stop doing everything. I reckon £1 million will see me through to however long I've got left. So if anyone wants to give me £1 million, I'll just earn it the hard way by selling bits of snooker table. Me1, how are we feeling? Look at my face, Rich. Disappointed with my performance. I can't really blame anyone but myself because I was the one playing and I was the one hitting the balls and doing it badly. It wasn't close. I didn't really pot anything, maybe at the beginning, and most of my points came from mistakes made by me too. A lot of his points came from mistakes made by me. I'll be back next week. I'll be stronger. The good news is Donald Trump is the President of the United States. That's the good news. Bad news is it's 86 all back here in the Mustafa Zari arena. But, you know, I will come to fight another day. That is my creed. Well, interesting reaction from both players there. Thank you very much for your support at home. Look, you know, this is self-playing snooker is free, and I can't envisage a time when you'll ever have to pay for this. I'm not saying it'll never happen. I think it will always be free. Yeah, maybe if you do live ones, you might have to pay a derisory amount to come and see those. But this is a very heavy snooker board. I'm worried about it falling off those legs and killing me. It's got slate underneath there, and you know, I'm not taking it with me anywhere else, and we haven't got a spare now. So I think this is it from now on. Here, me and the Champion of Champions Taskmaster Trophy, a lot of mess, and you at home making your own mess. I'm sure as you're watching this, you disgust me, you perverts. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever you did. From me and all the me's, hopefully back next week. But you never know, do you? You never can tell, my finest friends, when the snooker will return.